13 points clear at the top of the table with just 10 games to go, Liverpool's path to their 20th EPL title isn't just dominant, it's historically unprecedented. Like an unstoppable tide rising, they've overwhelmed every challenger, with statisticians calculating a 98.7% chance of victory in what could become the most commanding title win in Premier League history. But how did a season once marred by uncertainty transform into this record-breaking march to glory? How did Liverpool build such an insurmountable lead when just months ago their prospects seemed questionable? When Jurgen Klopp announced his departure from Liverpool after nearly 9 years, football faced a pivotal moment. Who could replace the charismatic German who had transformed Liverpool from hopefuls to champions? Enter Arne Slot, the relatively unknown Dutchman from Feyenoord, whose appointment raised more eyebrows than expectations. Skepticism surrounded Slot's arrival. Sky Sports' Gary Neville voiced concerns shared by many. He's done well at Feyenoord, but this is Liverpool. Following Klopp is like following Ferguson at United. It's a poisoned chalice. A Liverpool Echo poll revealed only 23% of fans believed Slot would mount a title challenge in his first season, with most expecting a rebuilding period. Bookmakers agreed, positioning Liverpool 4th in title odds at 12-1 behind City, Arsenal and Manchester United. Slot himself acknowledged the challenge. We have to respect what Jurgen built while creating our own path forward. This won't happen overnight. When the season began, however, Slot's Liverpool defied expectations. While maintaining elements of Klopp's high-pressing philosophy, he introduced a more sophisticated approach, transforming organised chaos into what The Athletic termed controlled dominance. Liverpool now orchestrated matches like a finely tuned symphony, with possession increasing from 56% to 63%. The midfield metamorphosis proved particularly ingenious, repositioning Alexis Mac Allister as a deep-lying playmaker and liberating Dominic Szoboszlai's creative instincts. Liverpool controlled games with technical precision previously unseen. Their passing volume swelled from 518 to 612 per match, while maintaining their lethal counter-attacking threat. These tactical adjustments paid immediate dividends. After dispatching Ipswich on opening day, Liverpool's 3-0 dismantling of Manchester United at Old Trafford prompted Jamie Carragher's observation. This doesn't look like a team in transition. This looks like a team that has been playing under Slot for years. Their tactical masterclass against Arsenal in October further cemented their evolution. While Liverpool found consistency, their rivals faltered. City dropped points against unexpected opponents, Arsenal battled injuries, and Chelsea's expensive recruits struggled for cohesion. By November, Liverpool's unprecedented 5-point lead for a new manager grew to 8 points by December, the largest Christmas advantage in Premier League history. The statistics told their own story. Liverpool's expected goals differential improved by 0.41 per game under Slot, while their defence, marshalled by a resurgent Van Dijk, conceded just 8 goals in 15 matches, their best defensive record since 1978. What many predicted would be an adjustment season instead became a platform for dominance. As the Guardian's Barney Ronay aptly noted, the transition was supposed to be Liverpool's weakness. Instead, it has become their greatest strength. The transition had indeed become Liverpool's strength, but even the most optimistic supporters couldn't have predicted what happened next. When Liverpool faced Manchester City in February, they weren't just playing for 3 points. They were engaged in a tactical chess match that would create a psychological domino effect across the entire title race. This pivotal fixture represented more than a routine game. For years, Manchester City had been the benchmark, with Guardiola's side setting unprecedented standards in English football. Yet Liverpool didn't just compete, they conquered decisively. The victory's significance lay in how Liverpool imposed themselves on the Premier League's dominant force. The result transformed the mentality of both clubs. For Liverpool, it confirmed their system under Slot could outmaneuver the very best. For City, it planted seeds seeds of doubt that visibly grew into frustration in subsequent fixtures. Liverpool immediately faced another challenger in Aston Villa, a team performing above expectations. Rather than showing fatigue after their emotional victory against City, Liverpool demonstrated remarkable mental fortitude. They approached Villa with the same intensity and tactical discipline, securing another crucial victory that cemented their position at the summit. Then came Newcastle, the third test in what pundits labelled Liverpool's moment of truth. By this point, Liverpool weren't just winning, they were breaking the spirit of the chasing pack. Each victory sent a clear message. Catching Liverpool would require winning at a virtually flawless rate. Meanwhile, Arsenal's campaign began to unravel. A goalless draw against Forest highlighted their attacking limitations, while defeat to West Ham exposed defensive vulnerabilities. As Arteta desperately tried maintaining positivity, saying, "The only thing we can do is win our matches and see how many points we get," the gap to Liverpool had grown to a seemingly insurmountable 13 points. The football media, initially cautious, now openly acknowledged what the table suggested. Descriptors like unstoppable and in cruise control appeared in match reports, capturing the essence of Liverpool's historically significant campaign with just one league defeat. These victories contrasted sharply with pre-season expectations. No longer was this a team in transition. Liverpool performed with the authority of established champions, despite their manager being in his first Premier League campaign. Each win against a direct rival did more than add 3 points. It subtracted something intangible from their competitors. The belief that had fueled City through previous title races wavered. Arsenal's conviction dissolved. The psychological advantage Liverpool established became as valuable as their growing points advantage. While their rivals struggled with wavering confidence, Liverpool's focus shifted towards something far more ambitious than simply winning the league. They now stood poised to make Premier League history. The mathematics revealed a tantalizing possibility. Liverpool could clinch the title as early as April 5th, potentially shattering Manchester United's long-standing record for the earliest championship win in Premier League history. This record-breaking scenario would require specific circumstances: Liverpool winning their next matches while Arsenal falters, an unlikely but mathematically possible outcome. Manchester United's benchmark was set in 2001 when they secured the title on April 14th. For Liverpool to eclipse this achievement would be more than dominance. It would represent breaking the chains of the past that have bound the club through decades of near misses. The path to immortality remains complex. Liverpool's remaining schedule includes 10 fixtures with the significant advantage of 6 matches at Anfield. This home fortress could prove decisive as they march toward the finish line. A more realistic target might be securing the title against Tottenham on April 26th, which would still mark a tremendous achievement in the club's storied history. Liverpool's campaign points toward other historic milestones beyond just the confirmation date. Their maximum possible points tally of 97 would place them among the Premier League elite. If their closest challengers continue to falter, Liverpool could challenge Manchester City's record 19-point winning margin, a testament to their season-long supremacy. To equal their impressive 2019-20 achievement of clinching the title with 7 games remaining would require extending their current lead by 7 more points. Despite the competitive nature of this season's Premier League, the mathematical pathways remains tantalizing. The historical weight of this achievement cannot be overstated. A title this season would represent Liverpool's 20th top-flight championship, equaling Manchester United's record of league titles. For a club with Liverpool's heritage, reaching this symbolic milestone would resonate through generations, especially after the decades-long drought that preceded Klopp's transformative arrival. Statistical models now place Liverpool's title probability at 98.7%, virtual certainty barring an extraordinary collapse. This inevitability shifts conversation from if to how spectacularly Liverpool will claim their crown. When measured against the other dominant seasons, Liverpool's psychological dismantling of competition during what should have been a transitional year stands remarkably distinct. While they may not match Manchester City's Centurion season, their transformation has exceeded all expectations. For supporters who have witnessed Liverpool's evolution from a team in transition to potential record breakers, the coming weeks promise a powerful mixture of anticipation and celebration. The trophy now seems destined for Anfield. The remaining chapters will determine which records fall as Liverpool marches into history. And so, as Liverpool close in on their unprecedented 20th title, we witness something remarkable in football's evolution. Steve McManaman's assessment that this Liverpool side appears unstoppable and in cruise control reflects how they have redefined transition periods in elite football. What stands out isn't merely statistics or tactics, but the resilience of a club culture that transcends individuals. The unwavering support from the COP has fueled this seamless adaptation, creating a symbiotic relationship between team and supporters that powers their consistency. When history reflects on this campaign, Liverpool's legacy will be how they transformed adjustment into achievement. With such foundations in place, what records might this club break next as they continue in their extraordinary journey?